This is an online seminar by the Supported Higher Education Project of Kentucky at the University of Kentucky. Today we'll be talking about mentoring and providing information for people who may want to become a mentor to a college student with intellectual disabilities. As college campuses become more diverse and accessible, the need exists for the development of both formal and informal resources to support students with a variety of needs. The term mentor, in the traditional sense, means an advisor or supporter. For peer mentoring on a college campus, we think mentoring means more than that. It is about developing meaningful relationships that benefit all who are involved and should be considered a two-way street. What is a mentor? Although we might refer to one person as the mentor and the other as the mentee, both parties learn from one another, creating more of a partnership than an unequal mentor-mentee relationship. That is what we hope to develop by pairing college students with peers on campus who need additional support due to characteristics of a disability. Each will learn from the other, improving the quality of life for all involved. A peer mentor is someone who can assist students who may still be developing the skills for independence, such as a student with a disability. This assistance can be in the form of an academic tutor, a study partner, or even just a friend. Getting started. At the onset of the partnership, before attending any classes or providing formal support, mentoring partners should plan to meet and discuss what the mentee feels she or he might need. The mentee should prepare a list of questions for the mentor, and the mentor should also prepare a list of questions for the mentee. Some topics to consider for this initial meeting are the schedules and interests of each person in the partnership, goals for mentoring, any fears or concerns, what you both are hoping to gain from the experience, and types of supports that will be needed. What are the responsibilities of a mentor? Provide information and support to the mentee when requested. If you don't know the answer to a question, help the mentee access resources to find answers. Look for opportunities to build on the mentee's strengths and interests through extracurricular activities, campus events, organizations, and volunteer or job opportunities. Commit to a mentoring schedule and keep mentoring times open for mentoring. Contact the mentee ahead of time if you are unable to meet due to unforeseen circumstances. It is suggested that mentors and mentees exchange phone numbers for easy contact. Before attending a class with your mentee, check to see if the instructor has been contacted and introduce yourself to the instructor ahead of time. When providing support in the classroom, do so in the least intrusive manner. Ask the mentee if they would like you to sit near them or away from them. Provide prompting and encouragement as needed. Attend college events with the mentee to support him or her in the whole college experience. Devise a communication plan with the mentee's family members, if this is requested, to keep them up on assignments and homework. Honor the mentee's request for less support. However, notify the mentoring coordinator of this request as well. Notify the mentoring coordinator as soon as any problems or concerns arise. Maintain the confidentiality of your mentee. However, if problems or concerns should arise, please contact the mentoring coordinator immediately. If you are a mentee, you will also have responsibilities. Register during priority registration. Follow your class schedule and attend each class at the correct time, place, and day. Know or have available at all times your student ID card and number, email address, email username, and password. These will allow you access to email, Blackboard, student union activities, library services, and campus events. Carry with you at all times an agenda or notebook for documenting assignments, due dates. Further responsibilities of the mentee include turn in assignments on the scheduled due dates, email or call mentors for help with homework, access disability services for tests and other accommodations you may be allowed to have. Be kind to your mentor. If you are unhappy with something they are doing or saying, tell them. If you are uncomfortable telling them, contact your mentoring supervisor. Carry with you at all times a copy of your course syllabi. Contact the scheduled mentors ahead of time if unable to make it to campus. It is suggested that each mentee have a cell phone in which mentor phone numbers can be programmed, and that each mentee know how to use a cell phone. Check emails and Blackboard regularly, and set aside a time each week to complete homework, independent of your mentor and outside of your time on campus. Maintaining safe relationships is a responsibility of both the mentor and the mentee. Mentoring partnerships are supportive relationships in which both parties understand the boundaries of a friendship. Mentoring partnerships are not sexual relationships or boyfriend-girlfriend relationships. It is the expectation that mentoring partners honor one another and treat each other with the utmost respect. If you become uncomfortable with some aspect of the relationship, please contact the mentoring coordinator immediately. About confidentiality. Maintaining trust is crucial in every relationship. Whatever your mentoring partner tells you or whatever you learn about your mentoring partner should be treated as confidential. Please avoid sharing stories about your mentoring experience or your mentoring partner unless you have permission from your mentoring partner. However, if a mentoring partner reports abuse or discloses the intent to harm someone, this must be reported to the mentoring coordinator immediately. In-class supports. You may be asked to attend a class with your mentee. This may be a class you are already enrolled in, or it may not be a class you are taking. In either case, the decision to have a mentoring partner in class is usually based on the learning needs of the mentee and how the instruction provided in the class matches the student's strengths. If the student is taking a course for credit, the adaptations and supports should be limited to those activities that would help the student access the curriculum and/or participate in class activities and requirements. These might include encouraging a student to raise his or her hand, reminding a student to take notes when important topics are mentioned in class, providing a second set of notes during class lectures. Please check with the professor to determine the appropriateness of these supports. If the student is auditing a course, the adaptations can be more creative. These might include completing an assignment with a partner, generating a slideshow presentation with pictures instead of a research paper, removing 2 of the 4 choices on a multiple choice test, reducing the number of items to complete or questions to answer, changing an essay question into a multiple choice answer or a word bank question, or dictating and scribing answers. In-class supports will vary depending on a variety of factors, but might include note-taking, prompting, re-explaining, creating adaptations on the spot, talking with the instructor about possible adaptations, making sure all assignment due dates are recorded, clarifying for comprehension, and encouraging participation. Often the supports provided to peers occur outside of class. These can include re-explaining, clarifying, checking homework dates, proofreading assignments and providing editing suggestions, creating graphic organizers or note cards for studying key concepts, highlighting key concepts and texts, studying together, helping mentee access email and Blackboard, or helping the mentee to email a professor with questions. As most college students know, there is more to life on a college campus than studying. An important aspect of attending college is learning through social interactions with others. Sometimes a student may have difficulty making friends or communicating with others in an effective manner, and addressing these skills through a mentoring partnership can be extremely important. Eating lunch together, hanging out at the student union, introducing your mentee to people, addressing social skill needs through modeling, discussion, prompting, reminders, and redirection are all key facets of the mentoring relationship. To be a truly effective mentor, mentoring partners need time to get to know one another as peers, learning about each other's interests and learning what each brings to the relationship. During each academic term, commit to attending at least one campus or off-campus event together. This might be a sporting, arts, or leisure event, a student club event, movie, or concert. Try to find something you both will be interested in and can fit into your schedules. Natural supports. It is important that the mentor not become the mentee's sole social support. Help your mentee to develop natural supports by facilitating introductions to groups and individuals with whom the mentee has something in common. Terms to know. The mentor and mentee might benefit from reviewing some of the basic terms every college student needs to know. Some examples are syllabus, registration, credit hours, audit, FAFSA, GPA, Blackboard, and even spring break. Please bring any concerns or questions to the attention of the mentoring coordinators at the Supported Higher Education Project. For the Central Kentucky area, contact Dr. Beth Harrison at b.harrison@uky.edu or by phone at 859-977-4050. For Northern Kentucky University, contact Dr. Missy Jones. Her email is jonesme@nku.edu and her phone is 513-404-7038. Thank you.